Okay, hi, it's Catherine again. I just wanted to do a really quick update on my aligners. I'm just home from work and I'm starving, so it will be a short video. So, I don't know if you noticed, but my teeth are considerably straighter. I'm at the finished stage, pretty much. I'm just wearing my retainer for as long as I can every day for 3 months. So in December, we're in December now, so it's actually Christmas Eve tomorrow. And I got my notches and everything off on Halloween, actually. So I'm just about 2 months into wearing my retainer, so I only have to wear it for another month. So I'll probably wear it until maybe mid-February just to give it a little bit of extra time. I kind of like having it in, actually. It's really weird. Anyway, yeah, I had to get a bit of work done on some of my teeth after getting the notches taken off. I had to have this tooth here and this tooth built up a little bit, and because there were lots of gaps from the filing from the IPL, I think it was called, where he made spaces, the dentist made spaces for the teeth here to move and kind of shift to where they should be. I had to do a little bit of work on them, but that's pretty much it. I had to get a wire put on the back of my upper and lower teeth, just across the front, say from here to here and from there to there, just the front 4 teeth on the top, and yeah, I think from here across. It felt really weird at first. Like, I was very much aware that they were there. It felt coarse and rough and I didn't like it, but then again, because you're wearing the retainer, you don't notice it all the time. It's only when you're eating or brushing your teeth. I was also given whitening treatment. I'll go into that in another video. I've only used it maybe 5 or 6 nights. It's actually peroxide based. I was given 3 syringes of it. 3 syringes should do 3 to 4 days if you're using it like appropriately and you sleep in it during the night. But I've got really sensitive gums, so I actually made the mistake of putting too much on one night and it turned my gum white. So it took all like the blood out of my gum. It was really weird. It scared the crap out of me now, to be honest. But it came back to normal like after a few minutes. Honestly, it wasn't anything to really worry about. It stung and I didn't know that was going to happen. And I got a terrible fright now, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I'll do a video on the whitening at some other stage. But the retainer itself is great. You have to be really careful with it. They recommend that you change it every year. I'm going to try and get as long as I can because I've spent enough money on my teeth. Actually, I mentioned the wire. The wire was 150 for upper and 150 for lower, so it cost me an extra €300 just to have the wire on. But I wasn't given a choice. I was told pretty much I had to have the wire. Like, if you've seen my first video, if you haven't seen it, welcome. I highly recommend looking at my first video because my teeth were absolutely mangled. Like, to see the difference now, like, I have a normal smile. This is what I consider, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted since I was 10, 11 years old. Once my teeth formed and they were really bad, I kind of got used to it. I didn't really realise that it would be something I could do. And I didn't want to put pressure on my family for it. I kind of got used to them the way they were. But this is the way that I imagined a pretty person smiled. Or someone that was just lucky with their teeth. And I'm really happy. Like, I liked my smile before in a way because it was mine. You know, it was my own little quirk. You know, I had a weird fucking tooth up here and, you know, it was me. You know, you see that smile? You knew it was me. That was it. People said it gave me character. But to be honest, I can still have character and smile with the straight fucking set of teeth. And it's still me. Anyway. Sorry. I'm hungry. Right, so if I take these out, they're actually harder to take out than the other aligners were. The other aligners, you pop them down here like that. These ones, they try and get you to take them down at the same time because it's a stronger plastic, so it's a lot more, like, they're all rigid, but this one, the gum comes up higher in it. It's not just around the teeth, so there's more of a chance of breaking it if you're a bit rough with it, so you're not supposed to really take it out at one side, either upper or lower. It felt really weird when I got it back on. It actually hurt so much for about 4 or 5 days, I thought something was very wrong. But the 2 weeks in between me getting my notches off and getting this on, the teeth had kind of moved back a little bit. I actually was going to do a video on it, but I ended up not doing it. I've changed jobs, and my time has been a bit restricted since. Anyway, burnt over. Please excuse this bit. That's just what happens. And the bottom ones, kind of so sticking from the back, but I actually find it easier to do it from the front. Just like that. Yeah, so that's it. One thing I'm not overly thrilled about is this tooth here. It didn't come out fully, or maybe that one didn't go back fully. Anyway, I'm still happy. It's just not perfect. It's not kind of like what you'd expect when you've spent $4,000 on your braces. You don't expect just one to be a little bit, I don't know. But anyway, considering where I was, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm thrilled to have them structured like that. Like, I can bite into stuff and one tooth doesn't go slightly awry, you know. Anyway, I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm sorry, I am tired and I am hungry and I have the worst headache because I just... I might even not put this one up. I might just fucking record it again. Anyway, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow. I work in retail, so that's why I'm tired. And I'm jingling because I've got my reindeer. Yay! Jingle, jingle, jingle. Anyway, I don't understand too. That's what's the headache from. Alright. I'm gonna go eat. Anyone who is considering getting braces, fucking go for it. If you can afford it, do it. I actually couldn't afford it. I took out a loan to do it. I'm going to be paying that back for a very long time. But I really think it's worth it. I wanted this for so long. I'm thrilled. Like, I know I'm being a bit of a bitch about this, but it's such a stupid thing to be hung up about. Because, again, if you haven't seen my first video, go and watch it. This tooth here never touched another tooth. All these teeth here, there was no structure whatsoever. Everything was crisscrossed, grown fucking forward, not up. It was absolute mayhem in there. It really was. And I really recommend looking if you haven't seen it. They were mad. Absolutely mad. I can't even explain how bad they were. They were just crazy. My actual face structure has changed some bit, I think, as well. Because everything's been kind of pushed out and made fit. And yeah, actually, the wire. I don't know if you see it. I use this composite thing to keep it in, but it won't go anywhere, pretty much. Well, it shouldn't. Hope it doesn't, because that would be terrible. Anyway, just along there is a little wire and another one up the top. And that's just in case I lose my retainer. Like, I'll have to wear a retainer every night for the rest of my life. That's fine. I don't mind. Plus, if you get whitening treatment, you're sorted because you don't need one of them stupid gum shields. This thing will work. Yeah, just I am thrilled. I absolutely am. I wouldn't change a thing. Even that stupid tooth that's a little bit off. It's actually kind of nice having a little bit of a reminder of what they were like. I know it's not major, but it's just a little bit. Just like, hey, remember? You remember? Anyway, thank you very much for watching my videos. If you did, if you just watched this one, thank you for watching this video. And thank you for putting up with me on my hunger fucking tangent. And yeah, I'll do a video about the whitening. I actually don't have a before picture of how they were before I started whitening, but like after 4 or 5 nights, the difference is very noticeable. I actually didn't do it last night. I fell asleep without having it done. But yeah, I honestly think that having braces is the best thing I ever did. I should have lost weight during it. I did not. I piled on the fucking pounds. But that's nothing to do with the braces. That's the job change. I'm not doing a physical job as I used to. My oral hygiene has changed drastically. I did brush my teeth twice a day, but I never flossed. I didn't own floss. And didn't use mouthwash. Just, not saying I had stinky breath. I didn't have stinky breath, but I just didn't know about oral hygiene. That's probably hence all the fillings I needed and that root canal, which was actually surprisingly good. I actually need one more filling off back there. It's an old filling that I had done. The other side of the tooth kind of got a bit wet, so it needs to be done too. So that's another few £100. But I can eat. It doesn't hurt so much anymore. Yeah, all in all, this has been an absolutely amazing process. To think that changing plastic thing that was in my mouth every 10 days did this. Every 10 days for less than a year did this. Gave me a straight smile, gave me confidence. Like, I'm happy to smile at people. I used to walk past people in the street, and if somebody smiled at me like they knew me or something, I'd be like, that's it. And I was like, hi, how are you? Because I'm not as embarrassed as I used to be. And I know it sounds really vain, but unless you've had something pointed out as you're growing up and made fun of and just felt insecure, like, you know, somebody looks at you, you just think they're looking at my teeth because they look stupid and they're misshapen, and just like, if you think that I'm vain, or if you think someone's vain because they don't like their teeth, I know it is a slight vanity thing, but it's a confidence thing too. Like, you don't know what's been said to them throughout their life. You just don't know. So don't cast aspersions unless you're in that situation and you actually have something to back that shit up, because you haven't put through it. So Invisalign, I highly recommend to anyone who is ever slightly unhappy with their teeth. And my teeth were fucked. I can't tell you. They were absolutely just mad. And to have had this result is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. To Owen O'Neill up in Swords, O'Neill Dental Care, amazing. Like, mightn't have been seen on time every time, but that's because he's so good. You know, he wouldn't see stuff like I needed a filling actually behind this tooth, which I never had a bit of trouble with. And he was putting on my wire back there. He saw it needed to be done. He was like, look, we're going to do it. We have to do it. And that's it. And at that, he kept in his mind, I didn't have money for this extra, like, it cost me 700 or 800? 705 euro the last time I was up there, and that was between getting that on, the wire on top and bottom, getting the IPL, composite. That's where he was building up these two teeth, and a filling. And, like, it should have cost a lot more than that. But he was very much conscious of my financial situation. That's not saying that I'm fucking poor or anything like that. I live comfortably, but I don't have that kind of disposable money just to drop on stuff. And he knows that. And that was something that was in his mind, and he didn't want to screw me over either. Now, granted, he had a lot of money off me. But for this result, I'm thrilled. It was well worth it. I'd spend it again. And I will pay for it for about 5 years. But anyway. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with me. I'm hungry and I go off on tangents. Appreciate it. Happy Christmas.